Now this one's for my left-handed crocheters. I'm going to apologise in advance. When I started teaching crochet in 2022, I didn't even think about left-handed and right-handed crochet because you just don't. And I had a couple of lefties, so I had to try and teach myself. They say trying to teach someone left-handed, you're good to sit opposite them, like a mirror reflection, but it can still be a really big struggle. So I taught myself to try and get comfortable holding my yarn and working with my left hand, which isn't my dominant hand at all. And I'm trying to work out, it's like trying to change how your brain thinks as to how you hold things. And I was holding it right, but obviously it feels very different to me. So let me just get my yarn comfortable and see if I can work some single crochets back the way. I did this chain and single crochet with my right hand because I thought, oh, I don't really want to just embarrass myself completely. I haven't done left-handed crochet for a wee while. So I've done my chain one for turning. It doesn't count as a stitch. It counts as a turning chain. So I'm going to work directly into this stitch below my hook. So under, lay your yarn over your hook, grab it, pull it down and through. Sorry, try not to put my hands out of focus. Yarn over, pull through two. And see, because I'm doing this with my left hand and I'm not used to it, I've naturally gone too tight because I'm not used to doing it left-handed. Find that next stitch, lay your yarn over your hook, down and through, so you've got 2 loops on your hook. Sorry, this is messy, but hopefully it will help. Yarn around the back and laying over, down and through. That one was a bit better, a little bit looser. Under your 2 bars, your yarn's at the back, lay it over and pull it through. Yarn always comes from the back around the front, pull through. Okay, find your next one. From the back, lay it over, pull through, from the back, over, pull through. Okay, let's do this to the end. From the back, grab, always use that little hooky part to hold your yarn for you to get it pulled through. Next one, through, from the back to the front, grab, pull through, lay it over, from the back to the front, pull through, find your next stitch, back to the front, pull through, from the back to the front, turn that point down, pull through. Next one, lay it over, pull through. Next one, lay it over, pull through, round, pull through. Through that last one that just curls slightly on the edge there, round, pull through. So if we count back, we have got 1, 2, ignoring this little lump that's created by your chain at the side there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I started a new piece, so I know in my other videos there was 11, there's only 10 in this one. So if I get this comfortable in my hand again, hook through, gonna chain 1, ooh, flip it like you're turning the page of a book. And then your chain one doesn't count as a stitch. You're working directly into the very first one that's at the base. Sorry. Yarn over your hook, grab it, pull it through from the front to the back, pull through, lay it over, no, through, and then lay it over, just jumping into a whole other stitch, through your stitch. Your work is always most fiddly when you're in these very starting stages. You don't have a lot of work to hold on to. It all just kind of slips and slides about as your project increases in size. Unless you're working little tiny things, it'll become easier to hold on to. So when I went through there, my yarn is naturally over anyway. Round. Ooh, through. It's another thing I like about crochet. If your loop falls off your hook, don't panic. It's not going anywhere. Just don't pull your working yarn and just pop your hook back in. It's all good. It's also very easy to pull back a row if you've made a mistake and you need to fix it, or pull back a couple of stitches. Nice and easy to do normally, and if you notice it quick enough, not too much of a heartache when you've got to pull it back. So another thing I say, obviously when I'm teaching ladies, is which way to put your yarn. Always bring it from the back over and round to the front. Because if you go from over the front, I feel like you can't get a proper hold on your yarn, and it gives a different appearance to your stitch. So you might look at someone else's work and think, oh well, mine doesn't look the same as theirs. It's possibly because you've been going from the back to the front and then the front to the back. Over, through, and then don't miss this very last one in here. Push it through, from the back to the front, and through. And that is my 10 single crochets. So see, it's a bit more rigid, it's a bit stiffer because I'm not comfortable with that hand, but it's definitely something I'm going to keep up with. For teaching any future lefties, I'm a bit more confident in showing them then.